Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We're in smokeless Seattle now. Yay! Yeah. Woo! You can go on a walk. I mean, we're kind of hesitant to do our own little bonfires because we got so smoked out for a while.
Good.
It feels so good.
Refreshing?
Yeah, Charles went back to doggy daycare.
How's he liking it?
Oh my gosh, he came home filthy dirty yesterday.
He didn't spend himself all in one day though, did he? He's go crazy and
I
he's
guess
like,
the first
I'm out
day,
in like an
I took
hour.
him on Monday. I took him Monday and then I took him yesterday. And Monday, the trainer goes, he was a little wild today.
Well, yeah, I would be too.
And then yesterday when I picked him, she goes, he was such a good boy.
Because he's had time to bring it all in.
Yeah. He got to waste some of that energy because he couldn't walk. I mean, I had to throw his stinky toy. He's got this really gross unicorn, big stinky toy that he loves. He sleeps with it.
It's a unicorn.
I've washed it. I don't think I'll ever be able to clean it. It's so gross. I had to throw it, I don't know how many times every evening because he's just so wanted to play.
That's funny.
And we couldn't even throw the ball in the back. In the backyard. So so we're back to normal here. Instead, we're hoping that California and Oregon are doing well and getting better. I don't believe the California fires are under control yet. I haven't really looked at the news. Have you checked it out, Benny?
No. To be honest, I mean, I know not to say we don't care for them as much, but we also look out for us up here too,
right?
And trying to manage things. I would assume things are getting a little easier.
Yeah, I think so. I'm assuming. So we're hoping that all the firefighters are there and safe and well, and in whatever capacity, whatever state, getting everything under control, and hopefully, what I was thinking that we're going to need, and we used to have a lot of forest rangers in all of the national forests. We don't have that many because when Misha was in agronomy school, getting her master's at Wazoo, she had a bunch of friends who were studying forestry.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs, right. For those of you who don't live in Washington, that is one of the universities, and their mascot is a cougar. In fact, Benny is even wearing one of their
conveniently.
Shirts.
Yeah, wow, being alum.
And we have a little bit of a rival here in Washington State between the University of Washington and
it happens.
Yeah, Washington State, and it's kind of funny because I have both in my family, but my kids really,
See, that's awesome. You're
right.
supporting both schools no matter what.
Well, yeah, I paid for both. Yeah, it was
that's
really,
why I'm
really
saying.
Fun. Yeah. At any rate,
Ranger Service.
Yeah, the Ranger Service. I just think we need more of those beautiful towers. We can get more kids in a cool program.
Oh, yeah.
Learn forestry. And then everybody could be watching out for just this tiniest spark, and then they can run to it or
make it sound so easy.
Well, I think it would be. I think it's a great job that we could fill, and then I think the forest would be more safe.
A lot of acreage.
I know. So we need a lot of forest rangers.
So there's a lot of labor force needed.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
Right. I think that would be a way that we could, hire people, provide jobs, and then create more opportunities to catch fires really early before they go crazy. That's what I think.
All right.
That's my plan anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be your new bill.
Yeah, right?
Write it up.
Yeah, I think we should. And all those young people should be outside in the woods and relaxing after 4 years of college before they think about something else to do.
As much as we're on the, cell phones and so forth like that, so they probably wouldn't even know what a forest is. I've seen one on my, on my laptop.
What is that, Mom? How many trees are in there?
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. Wow, I didn't know these existed.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Green.
We want to keep them green. That's why we want those towers.
Very
those
true.
lovely towers with all those young people and any age people.
Let's write it up.
That could be a retirement plan for some people. Go live in the woods.
Marie's Green Bill.
Yeah, I really like it.
We'll start with that.
I like it. So we're taking phone calls today.
Yep.
Yeah, here we are
Whole
in the studio. Whole hour. We're not interviewing anyone.
Nope.
So who do we have?
Well, let's give out the number. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Again, 877-825-8828. And we'll start things off. Actually, let's go to California.
Okay.
We already were talking about it earlier. And it's Raquel, I believe. Raquel, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Raquel.
Am I on?
Yes.
You are on.
Live.
Oh, hi, Marie.
Hi.
How are you?
I know who you are, right?
Yes, you
Oh, I
do.
know exactly who you are. How are you?
I am good.
And you didn't
I
even
just went for
call
a
in.
nice walk.
Oh, how
So,
nice. I haven't done that
yeah.
yet. And you didn't even use a fake name. That's really impressive. Not that you have to, but a lot of people do, actually.
Oh, I didn't even think of it.
So what can I do for you?
So I'm calling
Yes.
because I have a question related to message from my guides.
Okay.
So back in January, I took a part-time job that I didn't really want, but is in my line of work and what I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for more financial stability for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have you taken the money coaching class yet? Financial freedom?
I have. Well, not the coaching, but I did the.
You got this, right? Yes.
Well, that, and I also did before that, like energetics money.
Right. Yes, of course. I remember. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So the issue with it now is that I enjoy it, but I also, it's scattering me, and I know that I want to not do it anymore, but there have been signs from my guides related to this job. And even the way that the job came to me was very much like I surrendered and it just kept on coming. So the building itself the address is 777.
Love it. Yeah.
That my spirit guides are 7. And then there's a dolphin right there on the front of the building.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to
figure this out. So Raquel is someone I've actually interviewed. She is an author about succulents, beautiful, plants. In fact, thank you for sending me all the chakra succulents. They've been hanging outside covered with light fabric, and while there's been mist, just having them to get acclimated to the weather here before I plant them in the front. So thank you so much. They're going to go in the rockery with the other ones you sent me, but I want to play with them first. And my granddaughter and I are going to play with them. So we've been talking about it. Oh, okay. So this job, this is what I'm thinking. There's something within this job that you can incorporate in your own work. And you don't charge enough for what you do. You know that, right?
I know.
Right.
Yes.
So that's a problem because here you are aware, love what you do, growing in it, having multisensory experiences. You have to charge your equivalent. You have to, and you live in a very affluent state. It's not like you live in some place in the South or the Midwest that doesn't have the same income ratio.
Right.
So that's number one. You need to charge more. But there's something that company does that you could do in some way in your own company. Have you figured that out yet?
Well, it is environmental education.
Okay.
And I mean, that is so much of what I do.
Uh-huh. So
but it doesn't light me up in the same way because it's not.
Of course not.
Multisensory.
Right. So sometimes it's not like I take a class, but I'll be driven to listen to somebody, even though I there's nothing that they can offer me. Like from my logical mind, I go, well, I don't even know why I'm going to listen to this, but I'm feeling guided to. And then there's a phrase or a paragraph they say that goes ding, 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 ding in my brain. And then I can take that little piece and incorporate it into my work. Like there's something they said, I'm going to do it very differently than what they did. It's not going to be the same thing, but it actually spawns an idea for me. Here's something to think about. Education for young people is lacking right now, right? It's problematic. And I'm not saying that states aren't doing the best they can. Of course they can, but they weren't prepared for this. It's not like we were working on this for a long period of time and now we've created this great product, It's like, we have to educate everyone from home now, or most states. Why don't you even come up with a program, even if you don't teach it, but a program about environmental awareness that would be.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. All right. So there you go. All right. See? Okay. So now you're learning some of the ins and outs of, protocol or something of that you could make an independent platform. Why not?
Is there something I should be taking from this to incorporate into what I'm already, what I want to be doing?
There's a whole bunch of parents who have the means even, who are going to be buying independent things for their kids to learn. Right? So I want, so there you go. At least that's my perception about it. I know, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Right. So look at it this way. when information comes to the world, it's for everybody. Nobody owns it. Just like people who think they own their property or the bank owns half of it or whatever. No, it's the universe. Everything belongs to the universe, and we're all part of the universe, and all of it is part of us. We just need to, tweak it so that it has its own original flavor, which of course you would, because you're all about multisensory. But take some of the workings of it, the technical aspects, and start thinking about how you could create that, an online platform, whether it's for adults or children or both. And then perhaps it could be credited, because I bet you school programs are going to go, oh, if you happen to do this type of independent learning or your child does, you could get credits in science, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm doing some of that already, actually.
Good. So there's something within that company where it's teaching you things that you can use in your own company. So look at it that way. Instead of looking, I'm working for them, I want you to think, I'm learning for myself. And sometimes the things I've learned is what not to do. Like sometimes I watch other people, or I'll hear about a program that somebody else is doing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that, or that. But that's also important to learn about. Oh, I'm not doing any of that. That's good. That's weeding out. So I want you to turn it towards, wow, if any of this would be useful and helpful for my business, what would it be? So look at it as in that kind of a place, okay?
Okay. So no message from them in terms of like an end date or when.
No, and that's what I thought. My brain was like, oh, we're going to be quitting soon. No, there's something there for you to learn. And then as soon as you learn it, then you can leave, of course. I used to teach for different institutions. Like I taught for, it was on Cortez Island. I can't remember the name right now because I'm not really good at names. It was beautiful. I'd have to take a seaplane out there and
wow.
Hollyhock. It was wonderful. It's gorgeous in the middle of nowhere, and I would do week-long retreats. I would say
amazing.
that because I wouldn't have hundreds of people attend, my checks were lovely, but they weren't. But I learned so much about being a teacher in a retreat setting that now when I teach my own retreats that I create abroad, I know exactly what people need. And I know what I wouldn't incorporate in it and what I would. So think of it. So does that make more sense for you now?
It does. Yeah, that gives me some more clarity.
Okay,
definitely.
Good. So the universe is helping you. You're welcome.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Hey, Raquel, real fast before we let you go, how are the wildfires? Are you in around that or near there?
I'm in San Diego.
Okay.
So luckily, we have really been spared.
Okay.
We have blue skies right now. We haven't even had bad air quality.
I
did
know.
have 2 weeks where it was not blue sky, but the air quality was still fine for us to go outside. So, but yeah, we've definitely been thinking of our neighbors up north, and
things are subsiding
I wanted to
more
mention also,
though.
listening about forest management, I'm so excited to hear how a lot of forest management are actually going back to working with the indigenous communities.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who've known about this, having to use fire to fight fire for centuries, and they're doing the same thing in Australia too. We've repressed fire for too long, and that's why we get these massive fires. So I love that they're
and you have to have people out there watching and looking and participating all the time, year round. Lots of people, especially when you talk about thousands of acres. So is the north calming down a little bit? Do you know?
I know that some of the areas like near Santa Cruz have calmed down, but I think there's still one that's burning pretty bad.
Okay, that's probably the Bobcat fire.
But I've also been kind of avoiding the news.
Yeah, no, we understand. It's so funny. I was talking to some clients who really want to move to San Diego, and they were like, and I go, no, I'm telling you, San Diego is like this beautiful orb where it's not being affected. I'm telling you. And here you are validating that. So that's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Have a beautiful day in California.
You too.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining the show. We appreciate the call. 877-825-8828 is the number. And we will take now Becca calling in from Seattle. Hi, Becca.
Hi. Hello, guys. I'm so happy to be with you today. And Raquel, I was also in that same class.
That you were in.
Yes.
Oh,
so
fun.
It's a coincidence because we have some similar interests. So I was taking notes from from some of the things you've been sharing with her. And I'm signed up for your volume 3 as well in January.
Great. Yeah, you got this. We'll teach another one. And that one we're going to be, so you can really feel that energy of expansion. So you can recognize it and take note and go, oh, this means something. This means something. Even if you don't know what it means in the moment, that's going to be really fun. So Becca, what can I do for you today? And thank you for taking those classes. I truly appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm working with your intuitive exercises that I've picked up from class and from the show and from your book. And so one of the things that I just started trying this week was, because I have some decisions that I've been trying to make regarding career and school, possible either graduate certification or master's or short-term certificates. And so the intuitive exercise I tried was taking the 3x5 cards and putting, setting them like 6 inches apart, and then tuning into the second layer and like visiting each of them and seeing how you're affected by each of them. And I just wanted to know if I'm on the right track, because what I noticed is my body responds to different ones, and even if I'm not even reading them, and I don't even look at what they say on the little piece of paper. And my body either rotates like forward and back, and which I interpret as yes, and then sort of like rotating left and right for no. But some of them I also feel like a lot of like sort of what you call multisensory experiences and sort of positive energy. And I'm trying to figure out, is that just because I'm listening to music that I like while I'm doing this, and then I just...
Becca, you're so cute because you're making this so complicated.
Oh, no.
You really are.
I mean, I was on track.
Well, first of all, you get an A+ for effort. There's no doubt about that. And it is fun to kind of test out all these different ways to, get an answer, right? It's really fun. But when you're in this place where you're going back and forth and you're not sure, then you aren't really maybe asking even the right question. So I'm going to recommend that because asking the right question is important, and how you ask the question is important, because the way a person asks a question and the words they use could trigger resistance. And once resistance is triggered, then it's really hard to get a result, because you're blocked. You're lowering your frequency, and everything that we want to know is in high frequency. So why don't you try, first of all, a different question, and sit in your feet. And as soon as you feel joy, that's the answer. Really the real answer to everything is joy, peace, calm, joy. And so maybe the question would be, what would bring me the greatest fulfillment? What would bring me the greatest delicious fun? Notice these are different questions than success, but all of that, success means those things. When you're having success, it's delicious, it's fulfilling, it's fun. So how about that? You want to try that and see how it works?
Instead of comparing, so I've got like maybe 5 different tracks that I'm like kind of doing pros and cons with. So should I just...
Pros and cons are that's a logical process. An intuitive process is not logical at all. Don't listen to your mind. I want you to, so whatever, first of all, out of those 5 things, which 3 bring you the most joy? Let's whittle it down to 3, because you can't do them all at the same time, right? So which 3 brings you the most joy? And I don't mean not thinking about it. It's just a feeling. Like when I was walking into the radio station, it's in this big building, we take the elevator up. There's nobody here, really nobody here, and which is great. And there's all these gorgeous begonias growing. They have beautiful gardeners that come and take care of all the landscaping. And there's these stunning, dripping, beautiful hanging begonias everywhere. So as I'm walking in, I'm feeling so much joy. I don't think about what it is. I'm just allowing myself to feel the experience. Obviously, it's the begonias, but I'm not forcing myself to know what's it. What is it? That begonia? Is it that one over there? You'd want to stay out of your logical mind. I want you to get comfortable with just feeling joy first and foremost, and then let's whittle it down to 3 things that bring you the most joy out of the 5. Okay?
Yeah. Well, you're so right. Even when one of my doubts has been and I try to raise my vibration before even doing this, And then in between each question, I'm like, oh, did my vibration go down? I better raise it again. So then I'm like working, like constantly trying to get back to that.
Yeah, you're working too hard on this, babe. I would take a couple days off first and not even think about it. Detaching is one of the strongest and best attributes for intuition. One of the strongest, but you have to let go. Literally, you got to shut down your brain. You got to step away. You have to not think about it, because intuition can also be extremely spontaneous. It's meant to be fun. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
All right. You too. Bye.
Thanks very much for calling in, Becca. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll let her go, and time for you to get in. There's an open line. And first, though, we're going to take a break, and it's our first one of the hour. We'll be right back with more from Marie and the Marie Manuchehri Show.
Hi, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I've already completed one vibrational coaching program. It's 12 weeks where you really learn how to run your energy high, because everything you want in the world exists in high vibration. This second vibrational coaching program will be offered September 14th through December 7th. It's between 5 and 6 p.m. every Monday. It's so fun. The feedback I received about this course delighted me and surprised me, and just gave me the confidence and gratitude that these coaching programs really, really work. So I'm offering it again, September 14th through December 7th. I hope you can join me. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Our veterans risked it all to protect our freedom. One of the best ways to say thank you is to volunteer to support them. At a time in history where kindness is a virtue, volunteering means a lot. For over 47 years, Help Heal Veterans, a not-for-profit organization with the support of citizens like you, have delivered therapy kits to veterans who need them. To volunteer or learn more, visit healvets.org. That's healvets.org.
Have something important to say? Want to help improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KKNW is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional-sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
Wait, hold up. I know what you're thinking. What's up with Marie's vibrational coaching program and how it's been doing? Well, here are some new graduates of the program to explain their recent experiences.
Marie's energy vibrational coaching class has had a huge impact on me. I've learned how to tune into my energy, and in particular, have learned how to quickly recognize when my energetic vibration drops. Then I use one of the many easy tools we learned from Marie to raise it back up again. It feels so great.
Marie's vibrational coaching class was the missing piece I needed to help me act on my dream of starting a business, which moved me to take inspired action.
Marie's vibrational coaching class was awesome. The structure of the class covers Marie's insights, Q&A, small breakout session, and creates insight and new ways of thinking. I built great friendships from that class, and I learned a lot.
Marie Manuchehri's vibrational coaching class is beautifully designed. There are so many things you can share with others, and it's just a lot of fun.
So if this excites you and you want to learn how to raise your vibration and create a life of your dreams, Marie's next vibrational coaching course begins February 22nd of 2021 and meets every Monday for 12 weeks. For more information about the program, visit energyintuitive.com to learn more.
Alternative Talk 1150, talk radio for the body, mind, and soul.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, we can go.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in Seattle. And I just wanted to give a little advice about, our departed lovely Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Instead
R.I.P. to the R.B.G.
Right. There you go. Yeah. Just, what a lovely, incredible individual. And instead of thinking, oh my gosh, our democracy is destroyed now, which, believe me, I've heard, seen, I've listened to crying. And I'm not saying that those things aren't logical, but I think if you haven't, please spend time just honoring such a wonderful being who came to Earth and did incredible things and was very authentic and has great integrity. And she did a great job, and she lived a really long time, even though her body, kept having massive issues.
She kind of kept making comebacks.
Yeah, she really did.
Like Michael Jordan and like playing for the Bulls in basketball. He just kept leaving, retiring, coming back, and she kind of did a similar thing. Like she just couldn't stay away.
She couldn't stay away, and that's where I want our energy to be, and just appreciating her and valuing her. And blessing her travels. Now she gets to rest, go hang out with her nice husband, and just have a wonderful time in a different time-space reality. That type of energy will help our democracy more than anything you could possibly imagine. So please do that. If you've been doing the other thing, consider doing that. You'll feel better, and it's better for the world, and it will help us to move forward in a more conscious way overall.
Perfect.
All right. So who do we have on the phone lines? Because I can't see. I used to have this reader board where I could see who was on the phone lines.
So Godspeed, R.B.G.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
All right. So let's, sorry about the screen. We're working on it.
I know. I like
diligently
my screen.
here.
Where
Our
is it?
engineers. Yeah, they're building one for you right now.
Okay, thank you.
Megan from Oregon. Hi, Megan.
Hi, how are you?
We're great. Thank you, Megan. What can I do for you?
I was calling. I had a little question and a big question.
Okay.
The little one is just wondering how many guides I have.
Okay, great.
And then my bigger question is I just went back to work last week after a lovely 6-month maternity leave.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's been a little bit hard, just re-entering the COVID world and interacting a lot with the public and worrying I'll bring that home to my family.
Right.
And then also just wondering, is this, path I'm taking still aligned?
Well, your energy doesn't give me that, yay, I'm having so much fun at work vibe, So that's your answer. Everything's about vibration. If your vibration isn't elevated, that's the answer. No. So what would you like to do in the world besides what you're doing right now? And here's the other question that's really important. What brings you joy?
Well,
and it doesn't have to be work related, but that can be part of the path, how we get to, work. Yes.
I feel like I want to head in the direction of sort of more of the energetic spiritual influence within medicine. And then I think I really love moms and babies and that whole sector of life.
That sounds fantastic. Do you work in modern medicine right now?
Yeah, in primary care.
Oh, thank you for doing that. I truly appreciate that. So wouldn't that be interesting if maybe you start blogging, about energetics and health and well-being? There's a lot that could be shared about even raising children from an energetic perspective, right? Well, think about that. That's really true. If parents could feel the energy, if they allowed themselves, because they could, but if they allowed themselves to feel the energy about the choices they're making, about how their kiddo is feeling, which most kids are fine. They're born great. We just have to kind of leave them alone a little bit, I think, so that they can just continue to inspire themselves and be their authentic selves. So maybe start a blog so you can start moving in that direction and attracting more, patients or clients in that way. How do you feel about that?
Good. I don't know if I have the authority to do that.
Oh, why not?
What do I know?
Well, that would be really fun for you to sit down and, what do I know about energy? You know a lot. I can tell you, I already drew out your energy. I do this with anyone who calls into the radio show. I draw out your energy. So I already knew that being in the multisensory world is in your highest good. And I love that you actually gravitated to that. So that tells me you're doing a great job feeling your frequency and your energy, which is awesome. So instead of being in your logical mind, and this is something I was talking to my psychic coaching group. We meet, once a week for 12 weeks, and we were on week number 3, and I was teaching or sharing, my philosophy that don't listen to your brain. It lies all day long unless you're present. It just constantly lies. And we had so much fun having conversations about what that means, and, it was fabulous. So being present, which, modern medicine does require people to be present. You have to be present when you give a shot or change an IV or read an order or, fill a script. You have to be. You have to be present, right? Because you have to be concise. So that's lovely. That helps you to stay present. But beyond that, analyzing and processing is not an intuitive experience. You have to be present in your body. You have to feel what's going on. So why don't you take this weekend, an hour to yourself if you can, because you're a mom and you're busy, but take an hour with yourself and sit with yourself and then ask, please express to me whatever's in my highest good about energy and my awareness. Ask that question and just sit. And after you ask the question, let go of it, go back to sitting in your body, have a paper and pen and see what happens. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good. Now notice your energy went up, which is an indicator we are on the right track. So good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. That was great. Have a beautiful day in Oregon and stay safe.
Thank you. How many guides do I have?
9, which means you're not going to be on Earth too many more lifetimes. It's like, I don't know about this place. In a good way.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Megan, for joining the show. And from Oregon, 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. Let's take Gina. Gina is calling in from Fresno. Hi, Gina. Welcome to the show.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie.
Hello.
Hi. How's your part of California? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Great. That's wonderful reporting. I'm super happy. What can I do for you?
I just want a general reading.
Okay. Is this your first time calling in?
First time.
Well, thank you very much. That's really lovely. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, so first of all, one of the things I noticed when I drew out your energy is you have really big energy. I wouldn't have thought that from just listening to your voice, but you have really big energy, which means you're probably, you like to be seen, or you like to talk, or you like to share. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then at first when I drew it, you do have what I would call a leak, moderate, and I'm usually a little generous when I make those comments. It's a little bit more than moderate leak in your first chakra, which is the root chakra. And of course, a lot of things are weird on the planet, so that can make people feel unstable or kind of wobbly or what's going on? Can you relate to that yourself?
I can relate to it. I'm trying to get some balance.
Okay, so here's what I would recommend you do. And of course, no one ever has to do anything I say, of course. Please don't listen to the news for a while. Don't think about the election or anything else that pushes your buttons. You're very intelligent. You know what's going on. You know who you're going to vote for. I don't think there's anything else you need to do because it's not helping your root chakra. And the root chakra has a very powerful and important role when it comes to the anatomy and physiology of the human body. The first root chakra, and I made a little video about this. I think it's on Instagram. It is on Instagram. So when you take energy from the earth, then that energy moves. If you take energy where you're leaking right now, that energy also moves to the first layer of your auric field. So we have this huge aura that surrounds us. And the first layer is a hologram, at least from my perception. I've never heard anyone else say that, but that's what I see is this beautiful, gorgeous hologram. And in the hologram is it's a replica of every organ and every physiological system that you have in your body, like the Krebs cycle or how insulin production is going on through your cells and through the pancreas. And all of it's healthy. And what the hologram does, it needs to be charged by energy from the first chakra. What it does then, when it's charged and activated, it then reminds your real anatomy and physiology how to operate and what health looks like. So when you're leaking energy, it's just not good for your body, right? And now even from a more of a technical perspective when we're talking about, the physical form. So you're not allowed to watch the news anymore. I could hear and feel your response when I said don't, which tells me you've really been watching it, right?
Yes, I have.
Stop. If anything makes us feel bad and it's not a form of resistance in terms of our magnificence, that's our energy system going, hey, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay?
Right. Yes. I was coming to that. I was kind of coming to that on my own.
Good.
It's not good for me.
It's not. And again, you're intelligent. You already know the issues. You know what you're going to do. You don't need to watch what other people are trying to figure out. Okay?
Right.
Just don't do it. It's a waste of your time. All right?
Is there any, can you tell me how many guides I have?
Quickly, you have 11, which is a great number. 11. Yeah, it means it's good for partnership, really good for partnership. Okay?
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
Marie.
have a great day. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thanks very much, Gina, from calling from the Fresno area, 877-825-8828. And we'll take now Sue calling in from Portland. Hi, Sue.
Lots of Oregon and California and Washington people today.
Love
I
our
love
West Coast
it.
people, too.
Hi,
All
Sue.
your West Coast people.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So what can I do?
Actually calling in for my son, if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Have you called him before?
I have. I'm in one of your programs, so it seems like today is Students' Day.
And was the information helpful?
Oh, my gosh, so much so. Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
Great.
But as I just heard you tell the woman before, it's kind of our job to bring our children in and then just let them thrive. Yeah. And then here I'm calling about my 28-year-old son.
Yeah. So. Okay, ding, 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 but that's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Know.
So what can I do for you? And
you're always anxious to hear my, suggestions of energetic intuition. So I thought I would check with you.
Eventually we have to let go. What happens to my kids, because all my kids are in their 30s now, right? And I just, every once in a while I get, Mom was right again. And I'm like,
Yeah. But he's been having some heart palpitations the last few days. And so I just thought I would check in and see if that was something that you could.
He does have a significant leak in his heart chakra. Has he gone through some sort of loss recently?
Not like a heavy loss, maybe maybe relationship things. I'm not positive about that.
Yeah, I think it's relationship as well. I agree with you. He is a sensitive person. He's really sensitive. So, if it doesn't go away, if what I suggest doesn't work, because I think people should go have checkups, right? Like, why not? He's a young 28-year-old man. I know not everybody wants to go to the doctor right now, but he could call and talk to someone over the phone.
Did. He went in and they didn't find anything.
Wonderful. So this is about the relationship. And so what this means with your sensitive guy, is that he doesn't realize how sensitive he is. And he kind of, it's like it's not that big of a deal. Well, it is for him. It is for him. So he does need to learn to sit with them. And now he's had a physical sensation which is cool because that's actually happening all the time for people, in my opinion. It's happening all the time for individuals where the body is talking to us, but most people aren't really paying attention. His body has been talking to him like, this was more painful than you let on. And you need to spend a little bit of time allowing your body to have that experience, to maybe grieve for a moment or have a conversation with someone like his mom about it, right? So that's what it means. But yeah, he went to the doctor, so that's great, right? Smart.
Yeah.
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 Great. So believe it or not, this is what's going to really help your son as well. You need to let go because even though he's 28, before you told me that, I mean, I was, I hadn't drawn out his energy at that point, but I was thinking, oh, this is someone much younger. So you hold him, in this more youthful assessment, and that could stifle his emotional growth too. I mean, we can't really, affect others, but people can allow energy to affect them, right? Like everyone's in charge of their own energy system, but it could benefit both of you if you start to remind yourself he's a grown man. He's a grown man.
He's going to love hearing that.
Good.
He's going to agree with you 100%.
And then maybe because if you have this different perception about him, he might feel more comfortable to have an adult conversation with you about things. If you're not, are you okay? What are you? Why don't you come home?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, knock it off, Mom. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you for calling. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. 877-825-8828. That was Sue from Portland. And we're at our last break of the hour already.
Oh, my gosh.
I know it happens. More from Marie and the Marie Manuchehri Show and your calls coming up next.
Give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow.
Wait, hold up. I know what you're thinking. What's up with Marie's vibrational coaching program and how it's been doing? Well, here are some new graduates of the program to explain their recent experiences.
Marie's energy vibrational coaching class has had a huge impact on me. I've learned how to tune into my energy and in particular have learned how to quickly recognize when my energetic vibration drops. Then I use one of the many easy tools we learned from Marie to raise it back up again. It feels so great.
Marie's vibrational coaching class was the missing piece I needed to help me act on my dream of starting a business, which moved me to take inspired action.
Marie's vibrational coaching class was awesome. The structure of the class covers Marie's insights, Q&A, small breakout session, and creates insight and new ways of thinking. I built great friendships from that class, and I learned a lot.
Marie Manuchehri's vibrational coaching class is beautifully designed. There are so many things you can share with others, and it's just a lot of fun.
So if this excites you, and you want to learn how to raise your vibration and create a life of your dreams, Marie's next vibrational coaching course begins February 22nd of 2021 and meets every Monday for 12 weeks. For more information about the program, visit energyintuitive.com to learn more.
5 things you need to know about measles in 30 seconds. The vaccine was developed in 1963, and measles became rare in the U.S. But low vaccination rates are now causing outbreaks that may put you at risk. Measles is highly contagious and spreads easily when an infected person breathes or coughs. Measles can have serious complications and can be deadly. It's also easy to prevent with a vaccine that's safe and effective. Please make sure you and your loved ones are vaccinated. Learn more at nfid.org/measles.
Do you make a positive difference in the world? Do you have a talent, philosophy, base of knowledge, product or service that you know could help a lot of people if only you could reach them? Join Alternative Talk 1150's family of broadcasters and start walking down a fruitful path. As host of your very own program, dial 425-653-1150 and find out just how affordable it can be to have a show on 1150 AM. That's 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk, we have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hi, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I am thrilled and excited to offer my very first psychic coaching program. It's a 12-week program, live, interactive, online, with, of course, self-hypnosis meditations that really work on the belief systems and begin to unlock limited beliefs that you have about yourself and infuse beautiful, authentic beliefs into your body so that you can be the psychic person that you want to be, that you are, that you deserve to be. This class will meet every Wednesday, January 13th through March 31st from 5 o'clock to 6 p.m. in the evening. I cannot wait for this program. I can't wait to see how you all change, how you all move into this incredible vibrational harmony and move into the multisensory world and begin to communicate with the divine, with your higher self, to be able to see into the veil, to be able to know psychic information. I'm thrilled for you. I'm happy for you. I can't wait till it happens. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking these online courses. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Be sure to support the sponsors of your favorite shows on Alternative Talk 1150.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they...
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. And we have callers waiting. It looks like the East Coast is on their lunch hour because you said they were filling up the
Well, we blew out all of our West Coast people, so now
okay.
we're allowing the East Coasters to fill in now.
It.
So that's
all
good.
Right.
Yeah, we'll take now. It's Nina calling in from New Jersey. Hi, Nina.
Hi, how are you?
We're lovely, thank you. What can I do for you?
Hi, so I'm super excited and nervous because it's my first time, so bear with me.
No, lovely. Thank you for calling. I hope the information is helpful.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's always helpful. So a couple of things going on, and it's making me very sad. I wanted to know mostly life purpose and my chakras because I've been having issues with people at work and migraines, asthma, distended abdomen, fatigue. You name it, I got it.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. This is just kind of a hard time for a lot of people, right? Just a lot going on.
No, it's not affecting me at all.
Oh.
It's everything else in my personal life.
Oh, okay. So work is fine, you're telling me.
Well, work is, I think, I don't love what I do. I don't feel that happiness.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse practitioner with palliative medicine.
Thank you.
I think it's the people.
But you can't separate the people who work in a building or together or patients from your work. They're all part of the same thing. So that's just your logical mind trying to say, well, it's not this, it's that. or it's this, it's that. It just is. It's not what's making you happy. But here you have
my colleagues,
and it could be, but they're not going to go away.
know.
Right? So I think you're obviously well educated. You have a valuable skill set. And what if you started to make it your own? Make your own practice. Do something cool and fun that you love, that would be delightful and wonderful for others, that they can benefit from. That's what you would love to do. Agreed?
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Okay. So you've never contemplated that before?
I've contemplated a lot of things, starting my own business, but I love different things. It's just I'm busy all the time and I'm tired all the time.
So can you take some time off from work?
It's hard because they do something called pay time off, and I use it a lot for home and kids.
Yeah. So the next time you take some time off, it's not for the kids, it's for you. You need a little bit of a sabbatical. You need to learn to quiet your energy system, get your adrenal glands to calm down, get that sympathetic part of your autonomic system to not be firing 24/7 so that you can actually feel what feels great, what inspires you. I think you're incredibly smart. I think you would be lovely. I know you would help many, many people. And you will be inspired. The universe will help you to determine that. But you have to turn things off for a little bit for you, not for the kids, not for your household, but just for you. And this is such an important recipe, if you will, for everyone who's listening. What helps people to expand, because that's what, to make change in one's life, whether it's regardless of the topic, you have to expand. And expansion comes from internal quiet. You have to kind of, get everything quiet inside of you, become present, feel yourself, become a little bit more self-aware, and then your energetic molecules can expand. They just like jump. It's like they get charged for a moment and they relax for a moment. It's kind of like nature. Well, nature is about to go to sleep here, at least in the United States. We're moving into autumn, then we're going to move in, to winter. Everything's going to go to sleep. And then in the spring, what happens? Nature expands and has vibrant colors, and the soil becomes rich again from the leaves that fed the soil in the quiet. So you need some quiet with this question kind of, simmering in the background, right? And you're going to know. I'm confident of it. You're going to be inspired. You're going to know. And then you're going to have to work on quieting your mind to not talk you out of the things that are inspiring you.
Cool.
Okay.
Love that. I love that.
Great. Okay.
And is my chakras leaking?
That's a great question. All of them except for the root, well, I should say chakras 4, 5, 6, and 7 are receiving huge amounts of energy. You do have a leak in your root, like our last caller, but we already know why. So you're going to take some quiet time with you and all the things we talked about, and you'll be fine.
Perfect. Thanks so much for joining us. Got to move on. Sorry.
I
Quick.
got to get through everybody, right?
877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll take, I'm going with Tara from Vancouver. Is it Tara or Tara?
Tara.
Good
90%.
job,
You got it.
Good job, you guys.
Kudos to Courtney. Kudos to
thank
Courtney.
you,
We were
Courtney.
almost sure.
Okay,
I'm not
Tara.
that picky. I'll answer
I'm like you. People call me Maria. I think my former husband called me Maury for like 20 years.
That's awkward.
It was a little awkward.
It's very awkward.
I think he did it on purpose after a while. That's another story.
That's still kind of like,
yeah, kind of weird. Okay, so what can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to see if you could just do kind of a general health reading.
Okay. And are you in Vancouver, Washington, or Vancouver, Canada?
Washington.
Okay, Washington. Great. That's okay. And it doesn't matter when I'm reading energy. I don't need to know anymore. I used to need to know where people were in the world, but I was just curious. So your energy so far, you have you are leaking from the root chakra too, as well. And that I want you to think about it this way. Just don't take the stuff that's happening in the world personally right now, to the best of your ability. Try to detach. This is how people grow. If everybody waits for everyone to figure it out and become conscious, first of all, that's never going to happen on planet Earth. Our planet is the planet of contrast. Every type of soul age reincarnates to the Earth realm So we have older souls and younger souls, and that means we have to have contrast that's going to motivate old souls and young souls, and they have different varieties and flavors. But older souls don't like anything that has to do with anything that's unkind or, sexist or racist. It pushes all the buttons of older souls significantly. They hate it. And older souls, one of the reasons why they reincarnate to a time-space reality that has a lot of contrast is to let go, get out of the way, stay focused on you and your life and your experiences, not what's happening to everybody else. That will help your first chakra and for everyone who's listening. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a pass through the second and third chakra, meaning it's not a leak, but the energy is moving in and it's not holding, and then it's just moving out. Of course, more energy is moving in, so you're having a constant movement of particles in your body, but it's kind of like eating food and not. Your intestinal tract isn't allowing yourself to absorb the nutrients, right? If food's just moving through your body too quickly. So that's kind of what's happening in the second and the third chakra. And I don't think I think you worry too much about other people when I look at those two vortices. Is that true?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Knock it off. Stop. Don't do that. Not healthy.
Quit it.
Everybody has their own spirit guides and angels. Everyone's a being of light. Everyone is a part of creation. And we can't really affect other people unless they want to be affected, right? I mean, we can't force people, right? If someone really wants help and they reach out to the perfect opportunity for them, it's because they're ready and they want to change. So you have to let go and let people have their own experiences and appreciate them. Like I'm appreciating Ruth, our lovely Supreme Court Justice who decided to go to heaven. I'm appreciating her time of exit, even though a lot of people would say, okay, that was poor timing. Well, it's her soul. She gets to leave when she wants to, and I'm valuing and appreciating that.
That frustrates me when people say that.
Right? It's so interesting.
That's all right.
Okay, so does that make sense?
It does. So you don't see any, in particular, health issues within my body?
Well, I didn't draw out your auric field, but having a leak in the root chakra isn't healthy, right? So it's not good for your body. But overall, I don't even when you ask that question, I'm not getting this, ding, I'm not getting please call my office like I have before when I talk to people on the air, right? So no, but please do your checkups and whatever else. Take your vitamins, get rest, eat healthy food. Don't worry. Okay?
Okay. And then just really quickly, would that root chakra also have to do with, I feel like I get into something I'm really excited about work-wise, and then something comes up and I was doing transformational breath work and then COVID happened. And I mean, COVID happened, whatever. But that I was in this great flow with that right in the beginning, and then it just was all cut off.
There can be an interesting swing about the root chakra and not supporting you. But this really has to do with your belief systems and your brain and your neurotransmitters and what you believe you deserve. That's what this is really about. So you need to work on that. Even use some beautiful what if questions. What if I allow myself to receive my magnificence and to monetize it? It's a great, curious question to start calibrating your subatomic particles to have that beautiful vibration.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Tara, from calling in from the Vancouver of Washington area.
Yeah, and you can do breath work online, too. I do everything online now. Hello. Everything. Nobody comes to the house except for Courtney.
Kind of goes with the territory, what we're dealing with.
Right.
Okay, let's. I think we have time for one more. It's Stephen from Rhode Island.
Okay, great.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Marie. How are you? Hi, Benny.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. Is this your first time calling in?
I have called in before.
Okay. And was it helpful?
Yes.
Okay. You were a little hesitant on that yes, So just double.
I tend to take advice and then sort of percolate it for about.
And that's okay. Perfectly normal.
Right. Yeah. For a while. Okay. Great. Well, thank you for calling in. What can I do for you today?
Well, I have a pounding in my ear, which I think is in my right ear. It's not loud pounding, but I notice it when things are quiet. It's kind of akin to, I don't know, sometimes if you lay in bed at night with your head on the pillow a certain way, you can sort of hear your blood
you're right.
pumping.
The aorta pumping blood, throughout the body.
Strong heart.
Strong heart, yes. So I already know the answer, so I'm just interrupting you because we don't have a lot of time. Sorry about that. Part of this, there's always an energetic reason why something's going on, and then also a physiological reason, right? Not always detectable by modern medicine. So in terms of the physiological aspect. So the energetic reason is that you need to listen more, you know, and I don't mean about worry, stress, and fear, because you know how to listen to that from my perception, but just to happiness, joy, peace, calm, relaxation. I want you to start doing that. You need to listen for that. And then I think this is hormone related. I would highly recommend that you find some herbs to feed your adrenal glands. So that, because once the adrenal glands are fed, then they'll start to feed the rest of our hormonal system. So this could be some testosterone reduction. And so if you feed the adrenals, it'll start to feed the rest of that. Okay. And listen. And that would be a great what if question to you. What if I listen to the things that are really good for me? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Stephen, for calling in. I really appreciate that so much. And we thank everyone for listening to the show. We're sorry we couldn't get to all of our callers. We truly are. Benny tries to get me off the call and get me onto the next one as soon as possible.
Well, we gave love for both coasts.
This is true. We did.
Coasts. Jeez, Louise, Benny. I need some lunch.
You need some lunch. Thank you, everyone. Joyful blessings. Bye-bye for now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those